Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's Carol J. Dunlop, your online wow strategist. And I'm coming to you today, as I do each Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, to train you how to make your own wow website, how to create your own wow website. So, we've been talking about a lot of things, creating a funnel, um, analytics, how you do all these things. But I think this session training right here is one of the most important ones because this is how you make money. This is how you get people to you. This is how you get people on your list. And this is how you build a sustainable and profitable business. I'm Carol J. Dunlop, and I've been doing this for almost 30 years now. So I think you should listen to me because I've built my business and I make money, and definitely use these three things, if not more, to get the people to my site, to get them to opt into my list, to nurture them so that they convert into paying clients. All right, without any further ado, the number one thing, the number one most common mistake that most coaches make is not having an opt in. What is an opt in? It's a lead magnet, an ethical bribe, a freebie. You'll hear it called all of those things. And basically, what it is you giving a little piece of your solution because you know who your audience is, you know what they need, you know what they're looking for. So now you have the solution. So you can't give it away for free. You can't give them the whole thing, right? So you're going to give a little piece of your solution. Maybe it's a checklist, maybe it's a cheat sheet, maybe it's an audio, maybe it's a recipe for a real recipe for food, or maybe it's a recipe for the most converting blog or something like that. Whatever it is, your opt in, you need to have one on your site. It needs to be showcased at least on your homepage, if not as well on every other page if you have a sidebar, but at least on your homepage in the very, very top so that people can see immediately this is how I'm going to help you. Because that's what an opt in or a lead magnet or a freebie does. It helps them to solve a problem, maybe their main problem. It gives them a quick win. It's something they could go through in like 5 minutes or so and get a quick win. And then they're like, yes, this is awesome. What does that do? That helps them to assure themselves that they have found the right person. This person knows exactly what they're needing. This person knows exactly how to give them what they want, what they need, answers their questions, all that good stuff, just in one little tiny opt-in, right? And so you need to make that at least within, how if you're looking at me right now, this is above the fold. So everything underneath, like you can't see anything under my chest, everything underneath is below the fold. You want to make sure your opt-in is above the fold. You can have a big hero picture. You can have a picture of yourself. You can have a picture of whatever you want, but your opt-in needs to be right up there. If you have a big picture up here, then before it gets underneath the fold, you need to have, get the 10 ways to do something quick and easy and fast, whatever your opt-in is going to be. So you need to have that front and center right there when they come to that homepage. So, and the main thing that does is it helps them not to bounce off your website without leaving a little bit of themselves behind so that you can contact them later. Because I'm going to tell you, if you think that people are going to come to your website and see how awesome it is, see how awesome you are, and say, not quite ready to buy yet, but I'll come back another time. I'll come back later. I'll, revisit this. Let me put this in my favorite links. They probably won't even do that, but they're not going to come back. They're not going to come back. They're not going to revisit you. Why? Because our minds are, our attention span is shorter than that of a goldfish, or is like that of a goldfish. Like really quick. If you're not in my face, I'm not thinking about you. So they may have good intentions about saving your URL link or doing, coming back, but they won't do it. They're not going to come back. They'll probably forget, and something may make them think about you months, days, weeks later, and then they might come back. But who's got time to wait on that or bet on that's going to happen? Give them an opt-in, a lead magnet, and it's going to solve like one of their problems. Give them a quick win so that they can opt into it, meaning they can leave you with their name and their email address. Get on your list so that you can nurture them. And then one thing I want to say after that, don't just get people to do this stuff and then don't email them. What happens, you build this awesome list, even if it's 10 people, 50, 100, 300, 4,000, doesn't matter. Whatever the size of your email list, you have to connect with those people. You have to talk to them. You have to nurture them. So once a week, whatever day, it doesn't matter what day you pick. So once a week, you need to email them and see what's going on with them and tell them about your latest product, your latest course, your thoughts that you've had. I tell my people a lot of stuff. My husband and I go on a walk run just about every day of the week, probably at least 3 to 4 days a week, right? And at 3 is our lowest. We're usually doing 4 and up, but we take rest days in between. And it's always something spectacularly awesome happening just on that little trail. Just what people say to us, just saying good morning to people. And I share that with my audience. And if you're on my list right now in my audience, you know that I've told you these things. So if you're not, you need to go ahead and sign up. And guess what? You can do it by going to csicorporation.com/planner and get you a free WOW website planner. I know you can do that. So that's the first one. No opt-in. You don't have an opt-in. You're really not building your business. You're just kind of flexing and saying, I'm awesome and all that, but you have no way to prove it because these people, hair is like, it's not the hair, it's that little bead. It keeps falling out of my face. Oh my gosh, it was hitting my glasses the other day. I was like, what is that? So anyway, that was number 1. Number 2 is y'all forget about the customer journey. There is no customer journey on your website. And what do I mean by that? I mean, like when people first hit your website to get on the homepage, what do you want them to do next? Where do you want them to go? You need to direct them and tell them. By having these clickable items on your homepage, you need to tell them, I want you to do this. I want you to go here. I want you to download this, whatever it is. And then the rest of the site, you need to keep telling them that, hey, glad to have you here. I'm so happy for you. It's great that you found my site. Now I want you to download this. I want you to check out my services. I want you to contact me if you have any questions. What is that doing? That's leading them to those pages. Going to the services page to see what you offer. Going to your contact page to see how they can contact you. And on our website, we also have a resources page. So we have podcasts that they can write, they can read, they can listen, and they can watch resources that will help them build their business. So we know about the customer journey. What is your customer journey? What are you telling people to do? And basically, you need to tell them to do something, because if you just have your website up there, you got all this wonderfulness there, the text and the graphics and stuff, but you don't give them direction, they're not going to know what to do. So they're going to get their fill and then they're going to leave. And then they're going to find somebody else who actually tells them what to do, and then they're going to do it. So it is imperative that you think about the customer journey. You also need to think about, okay, when they download this, when they opt into my list and download this freebie that I have for them, what's going to happen next? Or what should happen next is that you have a brand new spanking automation already waiting on them, so that when they opt into the list, the first thing that they hear is, welcome to the, I think I call my people, welcome to the nation or something. The Unmarketing Nation, because I talk about unmarketing your business. And I actually have the best unmarketing strategy, where I talk about creating your best-selling book, using your best-selling book, your influential podcast, and your expert summit, those 3 things, to become the authority in the eyes of your audience. When you become authority in the eyes of your audience, guess what happens? They follow you. You don't have to run after them anymore. They're following you. They're buying from you. They're promoting you. They're telling other people about you. So that's part of the customer journey as well. When they download this thing, then they're going to be and put into this automation where they can do things, or where they can find out more about you, about your services and all that. So what if they don't download it? Well, you still have the pages on the website. You have your services page, you have your testimonials page. If they go to the testimonials page, what are they going to see on the testimonials page? They're going to see a lot of people. If you go to ours, you're going to see a lot of people who are singing our praises and talking about how awesome we are and what we've done for them and the websites we've done. We've got a portfolio page. If the testimonials aren't enough, they're going to go to the portfolio page and look at the websites that we've designed. So you need to create that stuff on your website. What are your people looking for? And make sure that you have it there so that they can find it. All right, the third, and this, I almost put this as number one, but it's really the third one. Most coaches have no pain points. Pain points. Bang, bang, bang. Just think about it. You're hitting your head up against the wall because you can't solve this problem by yourself. Whatever the problem is, your people cannot solve it by themselves. They are looking for you. That is a pain point. I keep talking about the chefs and the quick recipes. That's a pain point. Or I'm talking about right now, your website design and how you can't get people to come. You can't get traffic to your website that are going to convert into clients. That's a pain point. So what if you have, it could be anything that you're doing that you are solving those pain points. Those people have those pain points. They know they have it. Pretty much they know that something isn't working right. And then you're going to bring it straight up in front of them and say, hey, I know that you're suffering with this. I know that you can't find this. I know that your website sucks, but you got to do this. That's what I'm talking about, the pain points. And you want to take those pain points and you want to like hit them upside the head with it and let them know, hey, I know what your pain point is. And I know how much is stopping you from living your life, making the money you want, excelling in other areas of life, whatever it's stopping them from doing, you have to present that on your website. What does that do? That helps them to know that, hey, she gets me. Oh my God. I've been waiting so long to find this person. Where have they been? Oh my God, I'm here and I'm so happy. And they may not express that in the words, but I have had people tell me this. They have come to me and are like, Carol, you know exactly what I'm dealing with this website. I can't do this. I can't do that. And basically, usually I have the answer like, well, you need to do this, or you need to do that, or you need to use this plugin, or you need to take that plugin out. We recently had a client where we had to strip everything off their website because number one, their stuff was old. Number two, it was out of date. Number three, the plugins that were out of date and the other things they had on their site that was old that they weren't even paying attention to was a magnet for hackers and malware. And that's exactly what happened. Hackers came in, destroyed some stuff. Malware came in and affected the site. So we had to work over a week. As a matter of fact, we're still finishing this thing up. We had to work over a week to get that stuff done, to get that stuff just deleted and rid of. And it's like an infection that keeps just popping up. You fix this and then that pops up. You fix that and then that comes up, the whack-a-mole thing. But with someone who is experienced, it's not just whacking the moles. It's like, okay, we're taking those things down. Now we're looking underneath the hood to see exactly what's going down. And I'm going to give you I'm going to put my all into it and all my 30 years of experience to get your site working back again. And we are about 85% there after a week. So that lets you know that was pretty serious. So the pain points, what are your audience's pain points? Not just your clients, but your audience, because you got to get them from being a suspect. You suspect that they may be wanting to be a part of your audience to being a prospect. Like, that they fulfill all the things you're looking for a prospect, right? And then they turn into a lead. A lead is when they come to your website, they opt into something that you're doing so that they're on your list. And then the next step is they're going to convert to a paying client. So they start off as a suspect. Then you look into them a little bit more. They become a prospect. Then they're a lead, then they convert into a paying client. Don't we all want that? Yes. And we want that over and over again. Well, you can't do it without your website. And You can't do it if you don't solve these 3 common mistakes that a lot of people do. It's not just coaches and VAs, but a lot of people do this and wonder why their website is not successful, why their website is not bringing them in the money that they want. And so basically get your number one, get your opt-in together, your lead magnet, your freebie, whatever you're going to give them, get it together, get it set up on your website so that people can come opt into it, get on your list, and you can start nurturing them and making them feel at home and awesome, right? Number 2, think about that customer journey. What is it they're going to do? What do you want them to do when they land on your website? What do you want them to do next after they get on your website? What's the next page that you want them to see, or the thing you want them to do, or how you want them to follow? You got to map that out and make sure in your content with your graphics and your text and all of that, that you are really leading them down the journey from suspect to paying client. And then the third thing is make sure you're putting those pain points in there. Make sure and the thing is, you want them to know, I know you, I know what you're suffering with or suffering from. I can help you. I've got this much experience. I've got these testimonials of people I've already helped. I have these services that are directed at exactly to solve the problem as you need it solved. And I'm here. I've got the experience. I've got the training. I know what to do. You need me, right? That's what you're telling them. You need me, and welcome into my world. So in the end, you have converted a suspect into a paying client, and everybody's happy because the client gets what they want, you get what you want, a paying client, and you get someone who's going to go out and shout your praises all over the place and tell everybody how awesome you are, right? And so basically, don't make those mistakes anymore. Those 3 common mistakes: no opt-in on your website, no customer journey thought about or planned out, and no pain points. Turn that into, yes, you've thought about the customer journey. Yes, you have an opt-in, and yes, you have pain points all over the place and solutions. And the ultimate solution is for them to hire you. But most people are not going to come to your website and then hire you immediately. Most of the time, it's going to take like 21 touches. Means they're going to see a post on Facebook or any other social media. Maybe they even read your emails. Maybe they sit in on a live like you're doing right now. Maybe they watch it live or saw it come up live and like, oh, I'll catch it later. They're catching it on demand. Maybe someone else refers them. I mean, that's only like 5 or 6 touches, right? 21 touches is how much it takes on average for someone to actually say, that person, I like them. I trust them to do what it is I want them to do. And now I'm going to buy from them. So it takes a while to get from one to the other. Now, yes, sometimes people can come on your site, see that you have exactly what they want and buy it, right? But it doesn't always happen that way. It really doesn't. So I'm helping you do that. So that's why I have the live training every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube. And I totally appreciate you being here. I'm so glad that you're listening, whether it's live or whether it's on demand, whether it's later, who knows? And I wanted to let you know that if you have any questions, you have doubts or whatever, I want you to go to csicorporation.com/wow-websites. Look at the websites that we've done. Check out, our check out our clients, check out our portfolio, check out everything. We want to work with you. We want to give you that wow website. We want to help you build a wow website that gets you clients and makes you money on a continual basis. So if you're ready for that, click that link at the bottom. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next Friday. Bye for now.